I know I'm a little bit late to this since the blog came out on August 15th, but this is going to be my first time looking at it. I'm sure there's at least one of y'all hopefully out there who doesn't know about this or hasn't seen this dev blog, a deep dive into Season 3, and then will be the show 24, so that's what we're going to be talking about here today. As always, if you enjoy the videos, hey, maybe consider subscribing. We daily upload on the channel. Over 7 years of that in a row, but Season 3 drops on August 29th. They have these little bullet points, what to expect. There's going to be XP reward path bosses earlier than ever in 2 6-week XP reward paths. So in Season 3, we're getting 2 different XP reward paths. Season 3.1 has 299 bosses, and Season 3.2 XP has 3 more 99 bosses, so 599 overall bosses from Season 3 XP reward paths. If you complete the Head Start goals now, which I'm sure we'll talk about in a second, there will be 60,000 XP on day 1, and you're able to earn 3 wildcard slots in the Season 3 collection, and you're going to be able to use that Ernie Banks that they dropped in Season 3 because it's a core Ernie Banks, and they've let us know that the first chapter of Team Affinity is going to be 95 overalls, and it's going to be a brand new card series. Now, the first thing that we talk about today, I guess, in this article is higher overalls at launch and then an accelerated power curve. They're mentioning that Season 3 is bringing back the reset of the power curve, but it has a lot of changes as we're rebuilding our squad one more time this year, just like we did Season 1, 2, and now 3. But Season 3, instead of starting at 89s, we'll start with player rewards 95 and higher. For example, the first chapter of Team Affinity is all 95 overalls. The ranked World Series rewards are going to be 97 overalls. And they say that they hope that this still provides the sense of a fresh start to our team build, and that as we move throughout Season 3, the power curve is going to progress faster as well, with the 99 overalls coming as we get into the postseason. So we know, obviously, end of the regular season, towards the end of September into October, everything like that. That's probably when we could be expecting those 99 overalls. Next up, they go a little bit more in depth about the 2 XP reward paths instead of just 1. They say that they've seen a lot of feedback around the XP reward path, and in Season 2, they tried to make the grind shorter, allowed the bosses to be more obtainable, but in Season 3, they're making even bigger changes to dial it up, to make them even easier to obtain, to make that grind even shorter is what I would assume. And they specify that Season 3 will have 2 separate and shorter XP paths. They're each going to last 6 weeks like we saw a little bit earlier on. Each XP path is only going to be 350,000 compared to the Season 2, which I think is 1,150,000. So quite a bit more than that. I don't think it comes out to 3 times as much, but almost 3 times as much. So we're going to be unlocking the bosses much quicker than in the first 2 seasons. They give us a hint about the first XP reward path. The bosses are going to be 299 Hall of Fame series cards, but there's going to be some other rewards along the way. The player rewards we're going to be able to expect is a 95 player at 20,000, a 97 overall at 90,000, the first boss at 160,000, and then the second 99 Hall of Fame series boss at 350,000 XP. I would assume they're going to have those unlimited bonus rewards if you do hit that XP cap and continue to earn XP. But keep in mind that the 3.1 path will expire in 6 weeks. It will be replaced by the 3.2 XP reward path. The 3.1 path isn't going to last the entire 3rd season, and that path is going to have 3 99 overall bosses and a similar reward structure. And they say that with these improvements, they're expecting many of us will reach the bosses quicker and be able to use them on our Diamond Dynasty squad. The next bullet point or headline in the article is the gameplay XP cap. There's apparently changes to it, and they're also talking about a double XP weekend. And they say that the launch of Season 3 is our chance to get the fast track towards those 99 overall XP bosses. They're going to be launching Season 3 with a double XP weekend right away over that Labor Day holiday weekend. And then in addition to starting Season 3 and for the rest of MLB 24, the gameplay XP cap is being doubled. So instead of 15,000 gameplay XP daily, you're now able to earn 30,000 XP daily. And they say that the daily cap only applies to XP earned against playing games. It doesn't cap, you know, the stuff is Team Affinity. Other programs, when you see it as a reward in a program, it's not referring to that. It's referring to when you're actually playing MLB The Show. You might notice, hey, in the top left, I hit a home run. There was like plus 75 XP or whatever amount it might be after the inning's over. You see that in the top left. That's what the gameplay XP is talking about. The next headline is what can I do now in Season 2 to prepare for Season 3? I'm guessing this is going to be where we see about the head start rewards to earn that XP to start Season 3. The first thing they talk about is the core Ernie Banks. If you collect 35 action figure series cards and complete that collection, you're able to obtain Ernie Banks, who's a core card, which means he'll be eligible for Season 3. It's not like a Season 2 card where certain modes like ranked seasons, you wouldn't be able to use him. He's eligible for any season. And with the addition of the Moonshot program on August 16th, that means there's 35 action figure series players you can earn just through gameplay. So you're able to earn that Ernie Banks just by playing through the Season 2 content that we have available. And if you're wondering where that action figure collection is, it's in the Special Collections tab in Diamond Dynasty if you go to Collections, amongst some other 99 overalls. Next up is the Head Start rewards, where you complete certain areas of Season 2 that grants you Head Start rewards for Season 3, giving us a head start on day 1 of Season 3. And the tasks that we have that will jumpstart our progress are completing the Hall of Fame Adrian Belche program, completing the Moments of Glory program, unlocking the All-Star Game Paul Skeens through that 2024 All-Star Week collection, unlocking the Season Awards Lightning Brenton Doyle through the Season Awards program collection, and then if you unlock Max Scherzer by collecting 20 action figure series cards on the way to that Ernie Banks and the action figure collection, those are going to be the Head Start rewards for Season 2, give you that head start for Season 3. And if you complete each of these individually, they're providing you a little bit of rewards, but if you complete all 5, that's where you get the 60,000. The 60,000 XP apparently comes from completing all 5 of the rewards. I don't know if each individual one is going to give you a little bit, but with that shortened XP reward path, you'll start only 100,000 XP away from that first of the 299 bosses on that Season 3.1 XP reward path. And you might want to keep in mind that the Head Start rewards have to be completed before the start of Season 3 on August 29th. You're not able to get those Head Start rewards if you complete them after Season 3 started. The next headline in the article is Team Affinity returns with a new card series. So we had the action figure card series for Season 2 Chapter 3 and Team Affinity Season 3 Chapter 1. Sorry, this is all a mouthful sometimes and a little bit hard for my brain to handle sometimes. But we have Chapter 1 of Season 3 for Team Affinity. It's going to be a brand new card series. Look out for fan favorite legends. I like the sound of that. That sounds like a good start to Season 3, such as Randy Johnson. I don't know if I like the sound of that, but also Mariano Rivera, as well as a mix of current players. Ooh. Okay, so it's not going to be all legends. I was thinking maybe it was going to be all legends, but it's going to be a mix of legends and current players. I would assume it's also going to be fan favorite players. I would assume because it's fan favorite legends. I don't think they're just going to throw like just random players willy-nilly type of deal, but there's also one more change coming. Missions in Season 3 Team Affinity programs will not have in-season requirements. Oh, I like the sound of that. We'll be able to mix and match in-season and out-of-season theme teams. I really do like that for trying to earn Team Affinity progress. That's super nice to hear. And they say read ahead to find out which Diamond Dynasty modes will have in-season and out-of-season flexibility. So we can see the look of the Randy Johnson card here. I'm interested to see what that brand new card series is. They only showed us half of the card. They say we wish we could tell you more and show you more of this card, but apparently that will have to wait. And another important note, they say starting at a higher overall curve to begin Season 3, there will be only 2 chapters of Team Affinity. So it looks like we're going to get the 95s, and then the second chapter will be 99. So instead of having 3 doing like 95s, 97s, 99s, we're just doing 95s and 99s, which would make sense. And each of those are going to be dropping along the XP reward path. So we'll expect those 99s for Team Affinity with the drop of Season 3.2. And something that I really wasn't sure about, but it's nice to hear, Season 4 will still feature an all-new Team Affinity chapter, which I think it's safe to assume that will probably be 99, since Season 4 is going to be the all-set season or whatever, where you can use any card from any season for the rest of the year. It's kind of the forever season, so it would only make sense if that new Team Affinity chapter has 99 overalls. The next thing we talk about apparently is understanding wildcard player slots in Season 3. The wildcard slot allows you to add any player item from previous seasons, so in this case it's going to be Season 1 or Season 2. onto our Season 3 eligible squad. We're going to be able to earn 3 wildcard slots from the Season 3 collection starting on August 29th, and the 4th will be coming at a later date. So I'm interested to see if right on August 29th, if it's possible to actually get those, or if we could just see that they're there and how many cards we might need to earn them. But this is going to be a change from Season 2. They were in the XP reward path during that season, and their goal for Season 3 is to make these much quicker to obtain. So I like the sound of that. I like that they're kind of switching that up. And to unlock the first wildcard slot, maybe this is going to answer my question. The first one is going to be collecting 1 Season 3 player. The second wildcard slot is going to be 15. And then the third one will be collecting 50. Okay, so yeah, that sounds way easier than in Season 2. In Season 2, it took hundreds and hundreds of thousands of XP. So I like the sound of that for unlocking those wildcard slots. And just a note, in case you were curious, the wildcard slots from Season 2 do not carry over to Season 3. The max wildcard slot amount is going to remain at 4. And then they give us a breakdown of the seasonal restrictions in Season 3. Season 3 cards will have that S3 up at the top left of the card, just like Season 2, Season 1 are core cards. Once Season 3 is begun, some modes will not allow us to use Season 1 or Season 2 players in our lineup unless you're using that wildcard slot. And this graphic that they gave us is a pretty easy way to tell. We can see that ranked season solo is going to have core and Season 3 cards. Ranked co-op is going to be everything. Battle Royale is going to be everything. Pretty much every event will be everything. Conquest mini seasons, play versus CPU and friends, casual head-to-head, pretty much everything. So the only mode that really has restrictions is going to be solo ranked seasons, except certain mini seasons, certain conquest maps, and then probably 1 or 2 events will limit it in that way. But for the most part, it's really just solo ranked seasons and then some specific conquest maps or mini seasons. If you're wondering what will happen to your Season 1 or Season 2 player items when Season 3 goes live, they're still going to remain in your inventory. You're not losing anything. They're not taking any of our cards away. You just won't be able to use them in certain modes at certain times, things like that we saw in this graphic right above. And then they go on to talk about Season 4 a little bit with the Season 3 and Season 4 item eligibility. They say that Season 4 will be the final season of MLB 24. No restrictions are going to be coming in that season. You'll be able to use any card from any season once Season 3 is over in late November, the best time of the year, my birthday time of the year. But this also means that cards released during Season 3 will never be restricted. They're going to be eligible in their own season and in Season 4, so make sure to go after the best Season 3 cards you can get your hand on, as they will have permanence throughout the rest of MLB 24 is what they write. And the next headline for the article is looking forward. What's ahead in Season 3 and beyond? Throughout September, there's going to be several programs dropping with new and exciting content in Diamond Dynasty, and that's going to be including the celebration of Roberto Clemente Day. And as they move into October, they're going to be bringing us reactive live content based on the biggest moments of the postseason. So we got to stay tuned for weekly postseason content updates as teams are making a World Series run. And they say in bold, oh, and one more program is coming in Season 3, and then that's followed by a picture. I think it's pretty safe to assume that that one more program is probably going to be the Extreme program, and I think it's pretty safe to say that we're looking at the Extreme Conquest map right here for MLB The Show 24.